Welcome everyone to the Super Rod channel. Over the next 5 minutes, we're going to share with you some of the best social media clips we've seen from you, our customers, over the last few weeks. Right, before we get into the content, just a brief introduction. My name is Malcolm and this is Sam. Today's episode will actually be the first film in our dedicated YouTube studio that we've built on our site in the factory in South Wales. We will actually release a video a little bit later showing how we turned this, what was a storeroom, into what we're quite proud of is our debut YouTube studio. On to our first clip. This is the bit you've been waiting for. The subscriber, the contributor is a guy called Peter from Vision Technology. For those who are quite in the trade, you may have followed him already on Instagram, but he's got a really simple application here where he's used a couple of the different Super Rod products and combined them to make such a simple solution. It blew us all away. Internally, Peter sends us a lot of content and he's really good. So it's AKA the Wizard of Oz as far as we call him, because he is just a pure magician with the kit. So here you go, have a look at his video and then we'll discuss it afterwards. Rio.
That is a prime example of how innovative our customers are. I've never seen anyone use that combination before. It's the beauty of these videos that we're sharing that, hopefully it'll help other customers to save times on their jobs, because I think this is a brilliant way of using our products.
The thing that stood out for me, Sam, is we often talk about we sell a solution. And, we'll sit there and design a product, we'll put the pieces together. We really, we have no idea how the customer's ultimately going to use the product, because we know what we design it for and we have a particular application or a problem in mind that we solve, but then we get blown away by people like Peter who just combine different elements of the kit, the tongue, the magnet, the chain. They're just performing magic every day. I think absolutely awesome example of what we want our customers to do. It's brilliant and it just really shows a real life scenario. The challenge he had there was he had as part of a CCTV install. So obviously, we wanted the camera to be in a prime position where it was going to survey the site accurately. But also it needed to be discreet and it's on a residential property, so we wanted it to look good and everything as well. So not only did he get a quick install, and it really looked a neat job by the time he finished it and everything as well.
So yeah, these are the products that was used in Vision Technology's video. This is the Cable Tongue Pro, where we've put a Super Rod adapter on the end and you get a pulling sock that you can use on the end to attach your cables and pull it through. But what was really clever about the way Vision Technology used theirs is these are glow-in-the-dark rod, a chain and the magnet that you find in the mega set, and he needed to go through a 90-degree turn with another angle built into it to come down out of the soffit. So you put this on the end, send your chain through, and although you can put this on another rod, what was clever about Vision Technology's video was he could actually use this to get a good angle to come down. Sometimes you send a rod up through a hole and you're fighting with it to try and get it come back down to a track to the chain. But this one, you can just send it straight up. He caught it really easy, and then you can just get this around a 90-degree turn really nice. So I thought it was a very clever way of using, the mega set attachments with the cable tongue. It was perfect little fishing route. This video is Arlo Electrical, and I know he's done quite a few of the videos. We love all of Arlo's videos when he sends them in. This one was the one where he was sending a cable over a ceiling in a basement in a school, in a changing room. But this is a brilliant video, and it just shows some of our customers have a lot of fun with our videos. So yeah, watch this video and see if we can pick up some tips.
I think the thing that stood out for me, Sam, on this one was just how much passion the guy's got for our product. and everything. I mean, we know Arlo, as you said, we speak to him a lot. You know, he works on his own, but he's such a bubbly personality and a character. And it's really, you know, it's like he's got his apprentice there in a tube, and he pulls it out, you know, to solve all the problems and everything. But what really, say, jumped off the screen to me, it was just the passion for our products. And I think as a manufacturer, when you see customers with that amount of enthusiasm about a real simple product like this, a light that we developed to go on the end of the rods many, many years ago, it makes it a good work day when we see that sort of impact we're having on people.
This one was one of my favourite videos that anyone have ever sent in. I love how much fun he's having with it, and I love how he even starts it. He looks like he's gonna, you know, do a magic trick for someone. But yeah, just a simple install, but using a super beam, it's amazing. Really, you just put it on the end of your rod. You can see where the end of the rod is. You know, it's such an easy product to use, but just to see that where the end of the rod is saves so much time on a job. But yeah, he clearly has fun with this video, and yeah, it's almost like a magician's trick.
Speaking of fun, Sam, couldn't help but notice Arlo's sporting a bit of ink there as he's up in the attic. Did make me think, I wonder if he's going to be a candidate for one of the first UK Sparks to go that far and have one of the Klein tattoos like we see a lot of the Sparks in the US have. Could be a candidate there. We'll have to have a chat with him and see if there's a Klein tattoo appearing anywhere soon.
Or a super odd one, yeah, as well. Yeah, I guess super odd on his arm or something. Or super beam we could do as well.
You never know, you never know.
So yeah, these are the products that were used in Arlo Electrical's video. Simple little tool really, but you've got a super beam, you've got 3 little button batteries in there. You can put that on the end of the rod. As soon as you screw down, it makes the connection, turns the light on, and it just, yeah, it literally lights the way through. It's so much easier to use. You know, you can see exactly where the end of the rod is and see where you're routing it. You know, you're not stabbing around in the dark trying to find where the end of the rod is. You can literally see it coming straight towards you. So yeah, the super beam, you can get this in the deluxe set or in the mega set, or you can buy it separately as well to add to your existing set. So yeah, that was the super beam.
Final one of the day is Cam Electrical. There'll be a bit of a theme I think is going to come through a lot of these videos. Everyone loves a magnet. It kind of takes me back to when I used to work with my dad, who was a Spark many, many years ago. And he used to perform a trick. I used to think it was magic when I used to sit there. He had a piece of jack chain and a magnet. And somehow he would tease this chain through the wall. Next thing, it would come out at the bottom. He'd give it a yank and there'd be a cable attached. And I used to sit there, 7 or 8 years old, looking in awe and think, God, my dad's a magician. Little did I know at that time that was going to be my career. Moving forward, we just quickly run through the video. We'll show that, and I know Sam's got some thoughts on it and everything as well. But it's a real simple product and shows an application on how he's solved what otherwise would have been, you know, quite a challenging install.
So yeah, this next video from Cam Electrical, based down in Weymouth. Yeah, it's a brilliant video using the Gekko Gripper. He uses it to fish cable behind a plasterboard wall, fishing cable for under cabinet lighting, and yeah, he did it with minimal disruption. You know, he didn't knock holes in walls or anything like that. He just used the access points that was already there as well, using it for the extractor fan. But he uses it in such a clever way. So I hope you pick up some tips from this, because the Gekko Gripper is definitely one of those products that saves you a lot of time, and it saves you going to get your rods in some instances as well. So yeah, give this video a watch, and we'll have a look at it after.
Classic example of using the magnet, not with a piece of string this time, but with a product we call the Gekko, that was brought to us, it's probably more than 5 years ago now, about maybe 5-6 years ago. And it was again developed by a contractor. This time it was a guy called Dave Reddy in Stockport, real nice guy. I remember meeting him. He phoned me up a couple of weeks before and asked to meet me. He said he had this idea, and it just happened I'd be flying out to America for work from Manchester Airport. So I met Dave, and I met this real shy, quite retiring guy, virtually a little bit embarrassed of his product. He said, look, I know I've got a stupid idea, but I just need to tell somebody about it. He said, I've shown it to a lot of my friends. They all think I'm nuts. I just believe in it. He had this little prototype and he pulled it together and he showed me. And I said, Dave, there's no such thing as a stupid idea. You just happen to have a vision that's a little bit wider than the people you're mixing with at the moment. And I said, that was probably at the very early stage of us embracing ideas from you, our customers. Now I look back, one of the videos that we showed earlier about the cable tongue, that was brought to us by a contractor. The Gekko brought to us by a contractor. You'll see other products in our range like the quick reel, loads of products you'll come across and their roots either lie in some of my own heritage or more up to date with the, the experiences the customers have brought us.
The Gekko Gripper is one of those products. It doesn't always work. There's obviously studs behind certain walls, but when it is clear and you can send it through, it just saves a lot of time. And you can see how, little disruption he causes, and he just sends that cable through there effortlessly. That is a masterful, cable fish. Do you know what I mean? Like that really does show, there's the skill level there, being able to send it, from one cabinet to the other, perfectly behind the wall and not messing around, no wasting in time. It's a brilliant demonstration of how to use the Gekko Gripper. That is. This is the product that was used in Cam Electrical's video. So it's a really strong neodymium magnet. You've got 6 meters of draw, and you've got a mini eye attachment you can attach your cable to. You can also use our pulling sock with it as well. But you basically, the two magnets come apart. The flat one you put up behind the cavity. On the outside of the wall, you attract it with a big magnet, and then you've got full control over it. As you can see, you can send it up. You can feel when it's attached and when it's not. You can even feel if you hit a joist in the wall, you can actually feel where the joist is. You can feel it fighting against you. But you can literally just send it straight through, find the hole, pull it out. Such a simple little tool, but it saves so much time on a job. So yeah, that's the Gekko Gripper. You can buy it online or in wholesalers, but this is something that'll save you a lot of time, and it'll save you going back to the van to get your mega set out of it. You don't need to use rods when you've got this. You can always try this first and give it a go. But yeah, it'll save a lot of time. That's the Gekko Gripper.
I think the key thing for me, Sam, was from the end customer's point of view, it's a really neat and discreet installation as well. Yeah. Obviously from the installer's point of view, it's quick and it's efficient, but ultimately the end customer, the cables are invisible, and that's what the challenge for Allsparks is, to make a sweet installation, both in terms of time, but also sweet as in the way it appears. And nobody wants to see a load of twin and earth just nailed underneath a kitchen cabinet. The final part of this story, what seeing this video took me back to, I mentioned earlier on, a guy called Dave Reddy, who brought us, the inventor of the product and everything. Well, from his stupid idea, I actually was in touch with Dave, and he ultimately came to work for us for a little period of time and everything. I remember about 2 years after meeting him in Manchester Airport, when I was flying out to the US, Dave was flying out from Manchester Airport with his family to go to Florida for the first time, where ultimately he hired a Mustang convertible for him and his son to go on a journey through Florida, and him and his family spent the 2 weeks there, all on the back of a stupid idea. So for any of those of you out there that do have stupid ideas that you're keeping quiet about, or your mates are teasing you about while you're on site, please give me a call, give me a shout. There'll be a contact details below. We welcome stupid ideas because it's amazing how smart some of these stupid ideas can be. So that's our first episode. Massive, massive thank you to Vision Technology at Arlo Electrical and Cam Electrical. Brilliant supporters of our products, brilliant content. I really think you've helped the community with your tips and tricks on how to use the product and everything. So thank you very much for that. Look forward to sharing more of the content with the rest of the community. We will be actually showing you something shortly, which we're going to call the Wall of Fame, and where we'll be putting anybody who's featured in these ongoing videos. We'll give them a slot on our Wall of Fame, which it'll appear here in the YouTube studio, but it'll also be online and everything as well.
And don't forget, all the products we went through today will be in the description below. If you like the video or dislike the video, let us know in the comments, and please subscribe if you want to see any more of the content in the future.
If there are any products that you'd like to see featured, or you see featured in whatever form of social media, tag us, copy us in on it, and let us know. And you may have just given somebody a nudge there to be another debutant on our Wall of Fame. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the content. Bye from me and bye from Sam.
Thank you very much.
Click, subscribe.
A few moments later.
Is it nearly brew time yet, Sam?
We're recording when you're ready.
Yeah, I've done 45 minutes of this. Now I know Brad Pitt feels. Thanks. Oh, kick me while I'm down. Are we allowed to mention that Vanessa's 40 soon on camera? This will be the last time this video is edited by a 30-year-old. Click, subscribe.